Okay, done. So, write. So, write down what is your goal in acting. మీరు ఏ యాక్టర్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారు? థియేటర్ యాక్టర్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారా? ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టర్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారా? టీవీ సీరియల్స్‌లో యాక్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారా? లేకపోతే వెబ్ సీరీసెస్‌లో యాక్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారా? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ మెయిన్ గోల్? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ సెకండరీ గోల్? దెన్ సో మీరు ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టింగ్ రాస్తే వై డూ యూ వాంట్ టు బికమ్ ఏ ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టర్? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ మోటివేషన్? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ పర్పస్? వై డూ యూ వాంట్ టు బికమ్ ఏ ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టర్? వీ హ్యావ్ డిఫరెంట్ మీడియం. ఫిల్మ్స్లో మనకి 4 మీడియమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. థియేటర్, వెబ్ సిరీస్, ఫిలిం, బిగ్ స్క్రీన్స్ అండ్ టీవీ సీరియల్స్. సో, ఈ నాలుగిట్లో మీరు ఒక ఆప్షన్ చూస్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు నేను దాంట్లోకే ఎందుకు వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటున్నాను? వాట్ ఈస్ ద మోటివేషన్? వాట్ ఈస్ ద పర్పస్? వై? Amit, are you writing?
I'm noting in the notepad.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. Write at least 4 to 5 motives. Don't just write one. What are the 5 motives that you have to choose that kind of medium? Be honest. It could be anything. I want to have a power. I want to have fame. I like playing emotions. I like playing characters. I want to prove myself. I want to act well. So once you completed writing the motives, write down what are the obstacles that are stopping you to achieve your goal. Write 4 to 5 obstacles anything. I don't know how to do acting. I don't know the craft. I don't know how to get into the Telugu film industry. I'm lazy. I'm spending most of the time on Instagram, YouTube. I'm not practicing acting. I like acting, but I'm spending most of the time watching movies. Write genuine 5 real obstacles that you have in your life. Done, everyone?
Okay, completed.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Harish, are you still writing?
Finished.
Okay. All right. సో సో మనకి ఎప్పుడైనా ఫిలిమ్స్లో ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఆడిషన్ పార్ట్ మనం లాస్ట్లో డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం, బట్ ఫస్ట్ యాక్టింగ్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. సో మనకి తెలియ ఫిలిమ్స్, థియేటర్, టీవీ సీరియల్స్, వెబ్ సిరీస్ 4 మీడియమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. బట్ ఫస్ట్ యాక్టింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? సో ఎవరైనా సరే యాక్టింగ్ అంటే ఏంటో చెప్పండి. జనరల్గా వాట్ ఈజ్ యాక్టింగ్? వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ యాక్టింగ్?
యాక్టింగ్ అంటే మన లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ని ఒక అంటే వే ఆఫ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ని ఒక పర్సన్ యొక్క లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ని ఒక్క తెర మీద ఆ, ఇట్లా లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ని మన కంటికి అద్దినట్టు చూపించేదే యాక్టింగ్ అని నా ఫీలింగ్.
లైఫ్ స్టైల్ అంటే
లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఒక పర్సన్ యొక్క కష్టాలు కావచ్చు, వాడి వాడి సిచ్యువేషన్స్ కావచ్చు, ఆ, వాడు సమాజంలో ఎట్లా ఉన్నాడు అనే విధానం కావచ్చు, దాన్ని కంటికి ఆడి సిచ్యువేషన్ అంటే అది కామెడీ అవ్వచ్చు, అది సాడ్ అవ్వచ్చు, అంటే ఏ సిచ్యువేషన్ అయినా ఒక తెర మీద యాక్టివ్ గా ఆ పర్సన్ ఇట్లా ఉన్నాడు, ఇట్లా ఆడి ఫీలింగ్స్ ని ఒక ఎక్స్ప్రెసివ్ గా చూపించేదే యాక్టివ్ అని నా ఉద్దేశం.
ఓకే. ఎనీవన్ ఎల్స్? అమిత్, శ్రీకృష్ణ, హరీష్, యూ వాంట్ టు యాడ్ ఎనీథింగ్?
Acting is like acting truthfully under unforeseen circumstances.
శాన్ఫోర్డ్ మిషనర్. ఓకే.
One of the techniques.
ఓకే.
వచ్చిన మన క్యారెక్టర్ కన్నా ఆ క్యారెక్టర్ కనపడాలి మనలో.
సారీ, రిపీట్ అగైన్.
ఐ మీన్ వాట్ వీఆర్ వీ షుడ్ ఫర్గెట్, వాట్ వీఆర్ ప్లేయింగ్ ద రోల్ వీ షుడ్ గెట్.
ఓకే. ఓకే. హరీష్, do you have anything? Sorry, Sri Krishna, go ahead. You're saying
ఆన్
something?
స్క్రీన్ లో మనం ఐ మీన్ ఫర్ సపోజ్ శ్రీకృష్ణ చేస్తున్నాడని కాదు, ఆ పర్టికులర్ క్యారెక్టర్ కనపడుతున్నాడు అని.
Okay, got it, got it. Harish, do you want to add anything? Okay. So basically acting is not playing a character, Krishna or villain, hero, character artist, Ivanika. And then Sanford Misner is a theater actor actually. So Sanford Misner living in an Sanford Misner. Those who don't know, Sanford Misner is a acting coach and director coach of theater practitioner from America, I guess, USA. So basically, Tanok theater. So based on his experience of theater, he did this. He said a definition: acting is living a life under imaginary circumstances. In a way, it is true, but when it comes to the films, the definition entirely changes. So Satya, you are right, 20%. But so let's understand what is acting. సో ఒక ఫిలింలో నేను ఫిలిం యాక్టింగ్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నా. థియేటర్ యాక్టింగ్, సీరియల్ యాక్టింగ్ విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ లైటర్. సో ఫిలిం యాక్టింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి ఒక ఫిలింలో అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ లెట్స్ సే దేర్ ఆర్ 20 క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ ఎంటైర్ ఫిలిం. సో ఇన్ 20 క్యారెక్టర్స్, ఓకే హరీష్ లెఫ్ట్, ఓకే ఫైన్. ఆ 20 క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ప్రతి ఒక్క క్యారెక్టర్ ఈజ్ ఎ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్. అగ్రీ? ప్రతి ఒక్క క్యారెక్టర్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్. ప్రతి ఒక్క క్యారెక్టర్కి ఒక పాస్ట్ ఉంటుంది, ప్రతి ఒక్క క్యారెక్టర్కి ఒక ప్రెజెంట్ ఉంటుంది. ప్రతి క్యారెక్టర్కి పేరెంట్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, పేరెంట్స్ లేకపోవచ్చు, బిలీఫ్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఎమోషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఇట్ డజంట్ మ్యాటర్ హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ యువర్ స్క్రీన్ ప్రెజెన్స్ టైమ్ ఈస్. మీరు ఫిలింలో 5 సెకండ్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, 1 సెకండే ఉండొచ్చు, 1 మినిట్ ఉండొచ్చు, ఆర్ యువర్ రోల్ ఈస్ లైక్ త్రూ అవుట్ ద ఫిలిం. ఇట్ డజంట్ మ్యాటర్. If you can be a human being for 5 minutes or for 5 seconds for throughout the film or anything, then we say you are acting. ఇంకా డీటెయిల్గా చెప్పాలంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక సీన్ ఉంది. జనరల్గా ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెట్స్ సే ఏ క్యారెక్టర్ ఈస్ టాకింగ్ టు ఎ ఫ్రెండ్ ఇన్ ఏ రెస్టారెంట్. లెట్స్ సే సత్య అండ్ అమిత్ ఇన్ ఏ రెస్టారెంట్. సో రైట్ నౌ ద క్యారెక్టర్ నేమ్ ఈస్ లెట్స్ సే శ్రీకృష్ణ. సత్య శ్రీకృష్ణ క్యారెక్టర్ చేస్తున్నాడు. సో ఇప్పుడు సత్య శ్రీకృష్ణలాగా చేయకూడదు, సత్య సత్యలానే ఉండాలి. ఎందుకంటే సత్య ఎప్పటికీ శ్రీకృష్ణ అవ్వలేడు. ఎందుకంటే శ్రీకృష్ణ ఎమోషన్స్, శ్రీకృష్ణ బిలీఫ్స్, శ్రీకృష్ణ రిలేషన్షిప్స్ కంప్లీట్లీ డిఫరెంట్ టు సత్య. సో యాక్టింగ్ టెక్నిక్లో మనం మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్స్ ఏం యూస్ చేస్తామంటే మన పర్సనల్ మెమరీస్, మన పర్సనల్ ఎమోషన్స్, మన పర్సనల్ బిలీఫ్స్, మన పర్సనల్ ప్రిజుడిసెస్, ఇవన్నీ యాక్టింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్, సెన్స్ మెమరీ అనే ఒక యాక్టింగ్ టెక్నిక్ ద్వారా మనం వాటిని క్యారెక్టర్కి అప్లై చేసి మనమే ప్లే చేస్తాం. అండ్ చాలామందికి యాక్టింగ్లో ఉన్న మిత్ ఏంటంటే యాక్టింగ్ మీన్స్ ప్లేయింగ్ అనదర్ క్యారెక్టర్. ఇట్స్ ఎ కంప్లీట్లీ మిత్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఫర్ ద ఫిలిమ్స్. ఎందుకంటే when you are playing a character, you are not playing another character. For example, there is a scene, an actor had a breakup, or let's say his mother died in a scene. So in this scene, actor is not playing a character whose mother is died. క్యారెక్టర్ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే మనకి థర్డ్ పర్సన్ కాదు. యువర్ మదర్ ఈజ్ డైడ్. when you can really feel that your mother is died in front of you, when you can really feel the breakup, the pain that it carries in your heart, is called acting. Make sense? సో బేసిక్గా ఒక సీన్, ఒక ఎమోషన్ ఏదైనా సరే, దెర్ ఈజ్ నో డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఎ క్యారెక్టర్ అండ్ యాక్టర్. వెన్ యూ బిలీవ్,
సౌండ్ వస్తుంది ఎవరి దగ్గర sound?
అమిత్ బ్రో, ఐ థింక్ అమిత్.
Amit, can you please be on mute, and Harish also. Say Krishna, you can be mute because I am now talking. Yeah, done. So there is something called an actor's mind. There is something called as character's mind. See, guys, this is 3 months workshop, but I'm trying to make you understand in a single workshop. So if you have any like it doesn't make sense, just ask me. I'll stop and I'll repeat. Okay. So there is no difference between a character and actor. Actor and character both are same. There is no actor's mind, there is no actor's body, there is no character's mind, there is no character body. They are not different. Actor's body is character's body, actor emotion is character emotion. సో చాలా మందికి ఉన్న యాక్టింగ్లో మిస్కన్సెప్షన్ ఏంటంటే ఓకే వేరే క్యారెక్టర్ కదా ఫీల్ అయ్యేది, వేరే క్యారెక్టర్ కదా ఎమోషన్ వస్తుంది, వేరే క్యారెక్టర్ మదర్ కదా చనిపోయింది, వేరే క్యారెక్టర్ కదా ఫ్రెండ్తో మాట్లాడుతుంది. నో, యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ టు యువర్ ఫ్రెండ్, యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ టు యువర్ బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్, యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ టు యువర్ మామ్. If in a scene, if your mom is died, your mom is died, you should really feel the pain of the heart. Sorry, you should really feel the pain in your heart. మీరు రియల్గా ఆ పెయిన్ ఫీల్ అవ్వకపోతే మీ యాక్టింగ్ ఈజ్ అ బ్యాడ్ యాక్టింగ్. ఇట్ కుడ్ బి ఎనీథింగ్. ఎమోషనల్ సీన్స్లోనే కాదు, యాక్టింగ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ జస్ట్ అబౌట్ ఎమోషన్. లెట్స్ సే దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ సీన్, యు ఆర్ కుకింగ్. వెన్ యు ఆర్ కుకింగ్ యూ షు సరే డైరెక్టర్ ఉన్నాడు, కుక్ చేయమన్నాడు, డైరెక్టర్ కుక్ చేయమన్నాడు కాబట్టి కుక్ చేస్తున్నా. నో, వెన్ యు ఆర్ కుకింగ్ యు ఆర్ రియల్లీ కుకింగ్ ఫర్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. సో యాక్టింగ్లో కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉంటుంది. వై, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇంటెన్షన్ బిహైండ్ యువర్ యాక్షన్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నేను కుక్ చేస్తున్నా. వై am I cooking? Am I cooking because I'm hungry? Am I cooking because there are guests in the house? Am I cooking because I love cooking, I have a passion for cooking? Or am I cooking for a YouTube channel? There is an intention behind that character. If we don't find the intention of that character, when I say character, I'm talking about the actor itself. When you are cooking, why you are cooking? You should believe that action that I'm cooking for myself. The camera is there only to capture what you are doing, what you're feeling. You are not acting for the camera, you are acting for your life. You are being a human being, and the camera is just capturing. This is the main fundamental difference between an actor and an audience. I'll repeat this one. You are not acting for the director, you are not acting for the camera, you are not acting for anybody, you are not playing a character. When you are living a life, whether it could be 5 seconds, whether it could be 10 seconds, whether it could be an hour, whether it could be 3 hours, you are living a life, and the camera is there only to capture what you are doing. So in your mind, the director, the cinematographer, the photo, the lighting person, the audience that's around the shoot, the camera should not exist. If your mind is completely focused on being a human being, on that action, then you are acting. The only thing is the camera capturing it. The director will guide you. Wait, where you need to go, what you need to think. So, an actor training means to train your voice, to train your mind, to train your body. Write this down. So, an actor has three tools. What is the instrument of an actor? For a pianist, it is a piano. For a guitarist, it is a guitar. But for an actor, his own body, his own mind, his own emotions, his own voice are the instruments. So the goal of an actor should be living a human being. If you can be an human being, because I'm continuously repeating human being, because everyone has a misconception that acting means to be a hero, to be a heroine, or to be a character artist, or to be a villain, to be a comedian. Will There are those things, but we'll come to that later. But the main fundamental definition of being an actor, or to be acting, is you are living a human being life. You are living a life with the tools and techniques of, you are just changing what you are feeling, what you are emoting, what is your action, what are your beliefs. If you can genuinely be a human being and camera captures it, then you are an actor. For example, right now అందరు కెమెరాస్ టర్న్ ఆఫ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు సత్య ఈస్ డీప్లీ లిజనింగ్. His hands are folded. Is very intensely listening to the class. But let's say the same situation, the same scene is there in a film. ఒక ఫిలింలో సేమ్ సీన్ ఉంటే that you want to listen to opposite person. Will you able to listen with the same intensity, with the same focus, without thinking that I'm acting for a camera, without thinking that there is a director, without thinking there is a cinematographer, without thinking there is a audience, without thinking there is a lighting person, without thinking there is a light, without thinking there is a camera?
Not possible.
It is possible. That is what actors do.
Okay.
To reach that level is the goal of an actor, and all the techniques and the craft is, that is what we call the craft. So Amit, why do you think it's not possible?
Actually, I'm saying about myself at this point of time. I'm saying
Acha,
it is
yeah,
not
yeah.
possible.
Okay, I understand. So the goal of an actor, to put it simply in the layman terms, the goal of an actor is to be an human being and let the camera capture what you are doing. Any doubts till now? Make sense everything?
Yes.
Okay. So the next step is to understand about the different mediums of acting. So like I said, we have theater, we have films, we have web series, and we have TV serials. So ఎవరైనా చెప్తారా what is the difference between all these mediums? It's okay. Don't think about like what is wrong, what is right. We are here to learn.
Sir, repeat again once.
So what is the difference between థియేటర్ యాక్టింగ్కి, ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టింగ్కి, వెబ్ సిరీస్ యాక్టింగ్కి, టీవీ సీరియల్ యాక్టింగ్కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి?
Series. I think థియేటర్ యాక్టింగ్ అనేది లౌడ్ గా చెప్పి లౌడ్ ఎమోషన్స్ గా వచ్చేది థియేటర్. అంటే నా ఉద్దేశం ప్రకారం చెప్పేది
యా యా యా.
థియేటర్. ఆ థియేటర్ అంటే లౌడ్ గా చెప్పి అంటే లౌడ్ ఎమోషన్స్ అనమాట. లౌడ్ ఎమోషనల్ లౌడ్ గా చెప్పేది థియేటర్ యాక్టింగ్. ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టింగ్ అనేది డైలాగ్ ఎమోషన్స్ కానీ క్యారీ చేసి అంటే ఎమోషన్ అవతల వాళ్ళకి బై బాడీ లాంగ్వేజ్ ద్వారా తెలిసేది ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టింగ్. మై ఒపీనియన్ అంతే అంత.
ఓకే.
కమింగ్ టు మీ, దట్ మీన్స్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన దాని ప్రకారం చూస్తుంటే ఎవ్రీథింగ్, ఐ మీన్ ద మీడియమ్స్ డజంట్ మ్యాటర్, యాక్టింగ్ ఈజ్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఐ థింక్.
ఓకే. Anyone else? Anyone want to add? Okay. So, Satya, you're right. You are close to theater and film acting. So, what is the difference between film, theaters, TV serials, and web series? Film and web series both are same. There isn't any difference. So now, what is the difference between then theater, TV serials, and films? The fundamental definition of acting is the same. Whether you are acting for a TV serials or whether you are acting for a theater or films, you should be a human being and let the camera capture what you are doing. So థియేటర్కి వచ్చేసరికి the audience are watching you live. There is no screen. So because of that, ఇప్పుడు okay, ఇప్పుడు there are closed audience actually. But if you actually look 5 years back, 10 years back, when theater is so popular, or 20 years back, when Natya Sastra happened. So Natya Sastra is something that is actually um, it is about acting and the dance. So okay, we will not go into that. But the essential thing is, for theater, you should be loud. You should be more expressive because in previous times థియేటర్ ఎలా ఉండేదంటే ఒక ఆడియోలో అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 500 పీపుల్ ఉండేవాళ్ళు ఆర్ ఒక 100 పీపుల్. సో యువర్ వాయిస్ షుడ్ రీచ్ టు ద లాస్ట్ పర్సన్ and the last person should be able to see your facial expressions, hand movements, even eyes. So that is why if you ever join the theater, the makeup is so heavy because the audience should be able to see your face expressions and your body language should be so expressive. When I say expressive, your movement should be so strong. If you're angry, you should be like really do this. So your voice and body language will change when it comes to the theater. But in films, it should be as normal as possible, but it will change when the camera angle changes. For example, now generally films we have different angles: close-up shots, mid shots, long shots, established shots. There are different shots are there. So it is very important for the actor to know about these shots because your acting, your voice modulation, and your body language should change depends upon the shot. For example, now the camera is very near to me. If I just move my hands too fast and too expressive, it will look too odd for the camera. When the camera is very near to you, your action should be sh- so subtle. You should be so subtle. If the camera is too far, you can do the normal things because it's a full shot. See, now when I'm doing this, it's odd on the camera. But if I do this very slowly, very subtle, if I keeping my hair very slowly, not that slow, but depends upon the shot. By practicing, it should be this much speed. Then it will look good. If I do it too fast, coming to the TV serials. TV serials The only difference that is makes is not in the body, not in the voice. The only difference is there in the face and in the emotion. See, you need to understand we are acting and we are being a human being, but we are acting for the audience because we want to make them feel something. We'll come to that, we'll discuss in detail about that. But coming to the TV serials, your face should be so expressive like in the theater, but depends upon the camera angle, it should change. But the main difference in TV serials is your emotion. You should sustain the emotion throughout. మీరు ఎమోషన్ని సస్టైన్ చేస్తూనే ఉండాలి. మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా టీవీ సీరియల్స్ చూస్తే రైట్ నో ద లెట్స్ ఇమాజిన్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఏ కెమెరా ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ మీ అండ్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ మ్యూజిక్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ డమ్ 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 డమ్. So it takes at least 10 seconds to come to a close up. So I should be able to sustain the emotion. I should be able to express that anger for 10 seconds in the same intensity, in the same level of emotion. In films, the intensity always rises or the intensity always comes down because that is how natural acting works. Why? We will discuss that later. But the essential thing in TV serials is you should be able to sustain the emotion throughout, whether it could be 30 seconds, 1 second, that or even for a 1 minute sometimes, because there are three characters involved. And the camera is capturing three people at a time. You should sustain the same level of intensity with same expression. So now we will understand the audience. Why it is different, why it cannot be the same in all mediums, the acting. So that is the main question. Because when we are acting for the audience. Maybe producer is paying us, director is making the movie, whoever is doing what, it doesn't matter. We are acting for the audience. The film success or TV serial success or a theater production, a play success depends upon the audience. So theater we already discussed why we are doing it, because the audience, we have to reach to the last audience. But when it comes to the TV serials, generally the audience demographics for serials is women's, ladies, most of the time, 99% of the time, or let's say 90% of the time. So these women's are ladies. At least 80% of women's and ladies are housewives, or they are back from the office, they're watching a serial. So they don't pay the attention to the serials completely. They will cook something, they will roam around, they will clean something. So to capture the attention of the audience, the TV serials has to play that much of BGM, that much of close-ups. Like if you actually మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా నోటీస్ చేస్తే కిచెన్లో నుంచి మన అమ్మ పరిగెత్తుకుంటూ వచ్చి అరే ఏదో జరిగింది అని చెప్పి పరిగెత్తుకుంటూ వచ్చి చూస్తుంది. Because to give that attention, to make audience attention, to capture the audience attention, the TV serials has to go that way. If you just do it in normal life, it doesn't work for the audience. That is why the TV serials acting should be so different. Now coming to the film acting and web series. Uh, why it should be natural for the film acting, just like as life, just like what we are doing right now. Because వెబ్ సిరీస్ రీసెంట్గా వచ్చాయి, బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ యాక్చువల్లీ నోటీస్ ది ఫిలిమ్స్, జనరల్లీ ఫిలిమ్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? 70 స్క్రీన్. సో యు ఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ గోయింగ్ ఫర్ ఎ ఫిలిం, telling the director that I am going to give you my attention to you for 3 hours. I'm ready to cry. I'm ready to feel angry. I'm ready to be hatred. I'm ready to feel pain. You are giving the acceptance to the director that I'm ready to feel anything if you just show me what you can do with your visuals, with your actors, with your screenplay, with your story. They are actually coming to the theaters, cinemas, saying that I have your attention for 3 hours. So the audience will feel the emotion only when you feel the emotion. Because the screen is so bigger, you are looking so bigger compared to the normal lives. The image of yours is so bigger than the normal life. So your acting should be so subtle, so natural, so intense, so real, so truthful, so genuine. In films, remember, only if you feel the emotion, the audience will feel the emotion. They won't feel the same emotion. If you're crying for your mom, they will feel sympathy. But only if you genuinely feel the anger, genuinely you are crying, then audience feel the sympathy. So we are acting for the audience indirectly. So that is why there are different mediums, there are different acting styles. So, any questions so far? Make sense everything? No questions? Okay. So now, మీరు ఆన్సర్స్ రాశారు కాబట్టి, సో వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ యాక్టర్ డూ యూ వాంట్ టు బికమ్? మీరు రాసిన ఆన్సర్ ప్లీజ్ సే ఇట్ అవుట్ టు ద గ్రూప్.
I want to become a movie actor and OTT actor.
మూవీ యాక్టర్ అండ్ ఓటీటీ యాక్టర్. ఓకే. సత్య?
మూవీ యాక్టర్ అండ్ టీవీ సీరియల్స్.
మూవీ యాక్టర్ అండ్ టీవీ సీరియల్స్. ఆల్ రైట్. శ్రీకృష్ణ?
మూవీ యాక్టర్ అండ్ ఓటీటీ.
ఓకే. హరీష్?
మూవీ యాక్టర్ ఓటీటీ.
మూవీ యాక్టర్ ఓటీటీ. See, you need to understand there are so many reasons why someone want to become a film actor, movie actor. Because when you, okay, I won't get into those details. Those are personal reasons. So, but we wrote why. Why do you want to become a cinema actor? Why do you want to become a film actor? Now think for a minute that why, that purpose, that motivation, how strong it is in your life right now. Is it too strong, too intense that if I don't become an actor, I feel like I don't have a life anymore? Is it that kind of motivation? Is it that kind of purpose? Is it that kind of passion? Everyone wants to become a film actor, but only few people make it because passion is not enough to become an actor. For most of the people, at least 99% of the people, the passion is there to be famous, to be popular, to earn power. నాకు పవర్ కావాలి, ఫేమ్ కావాలి, ఐ వాంట్ మనీ. Very few people really understand what is acting. It's not wrong. I want money, okay, I get into the acting. I want power, I'll get into the acting. I want fame, I'll get into the acting. But let's say you did two movies, three movies, you got the fame, you got the money you wanted, then what will you do? Will you able to sustain that journey throughout your life to the end? The job of an actor, the responsibility of an actor is to make audience feel some emotion. It can happen only when you genuinely feel the emotion. And I'll tell you a secret. If you observe all the Telugu movies, most of the movies are not happy movies. Like the hero is so happy, the characters are so happy, they're just living their life so joyful that the movies, at least 9 out of 10 movies are such. Every character has a problem in that movie, and they're experiencing highest negative emotions that no normal person will ever experience. If you How many of you watched Mangalwaram movie?
Yes, I watched.
Mangalwaram, yes. Okay. So if you actually see the Mangalwaram movie, the heroine is crying throughout the film. Amit, can you mute yourself? There is a background noise. Yeah, thank you. So if you actually see the character, the main character of that heroine, um, she is crying throughout the movie. You were actually watching the movie for 3 hours and you are feeling sympathy. Ayyo, someone is killing her. Ayyo, చచ్చిపోతుంది కొడుతున్నారే. But the actor is really crying for three. There is a shoot of 3 to 6 months, and she has to cry in every film. Maybe the character is not really hitting you, but you are feeling the pain of that hit. You're taking that hit through your visualization, through your internal monologues, through your acting techniques. Maybe you are not physically hit by someone, but mentally you are feeling that hit. Most of the actor's job is to feel the negative emotions, whatever we have. It's not positive. Only the hero will feel happy at the end of the movie, most of the times. So the actor job mainly is to feel emotions so intensely. If the story is good, only then the audience will be able to feel the emotion. So think, think, think about it. Am I right? See, you need to understand a film shoot happens from morning 7 to evening 6. And our goal is to become a film actor. And our goal is to be an actor throughout our life for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So the actor has to wake up 3:30, get ready, need to do his makeup. Then he has to go to the shoot. From morning 7 to 6, there is a continuous shoot. Actor's life is not what we are seeing on the Instagram or the Facebook or the YouTube. From morning 7 to 6, from Monday to Friday, every day, only if you have a passion for the real acting, that I want to genuinely play characters. I'm using character word consciously here, but I am feeling the emotions genuinely. I'm ready to feel it. Doesn't matter. I want to experience the emotions. Am I capable of that for the next 20 years, for the next 30 years? Every day my job is to read the lines, memorize the lines, read the script, experiencing the emotions, feeling the emotions, going out there, giving interviews, making relationships with people, facing rejections. You know, Navin Polishetty gave 1,000 plus auditions before he actually got a break. Nawajuddin Siddiq gave 1,000 plus auditions. Recently, I went to Mumbai, Andheri, where this casting calls happens. We conducted a workshop. You don't believe there are more than 100 plus people are there. It's not like Hyderabad. There is a dedicated place for the casting calls in Mumbai, Andheri, and people are waiting in front of the Mukesh office. One opportunity, one opportunity, one opportunity. They're desperate to become an actors. Okay, we'll take 10 minutes break and we'll come back. You can turn off your videos, go and have use the washrooms, go take water. Okay. Is everyone back? Amit, are you back? Okay. Everyone is back. So you got a chance to think about what I said in the break, or you just left what I said? Gallo. Any questions till so far? Okay. So we'll discuss more in detail right now. So we'll go in. So till now we discussed about the theory. Right now we'll go into the actual class, the technical details, um, how to attend auditions, how to get into the Telugu film industry, and so to add something to what I said before, you can choose to play small characters always. Choosing to play small characters is is okay. They don't have to feel the same intensity of emotions as the main character is feeling. It's just that you will be a limited actor. But if you want to play the main characters, if you want to play in a film for 3 hours throughout, then you should be ready to experience all the emotions. See, the actor is getting paid high so much not because he has so much of fame or power. Obviously, there is because he is going to influence the audience emotions. But let's say in your real life, let's say I lost my phone today and I have a shoot tomorrow morning. And my scene tomorrow morning is I should feel happy, the extreme joy. But I lost my phone in my real life, which is like I bought it for 1.5 lakh. So obviously, I feel so much of thing. I'm not a great actor. I mean, I'm not a very popular actor. I'm just entering into the industry. Let's say you are. So what you will do? You should not feel sad at even for 1%. You should not show that sadness in your acting. You should be joyful no matter what is happening in your real life. You fought with your wife, you fought with your mom, you fought with your dad, you fought with your brother, sister in real life, you lost your phone, you lost your home, someone said something to you, maybe you had a breakup in your real life. When your scene says that you need to be joyful, you need to be happy, you are a happy character in that scene. In your personal life, emotions does not influence the acting. You should leave them at your home, at your car, and then you go to the shoot. If you actually attend the acting workshop, you see that people do so much of relaxation exercises because to differentiate your real life emotions and the acting emotions, the script emotions, the character emotions. So we are still in the beginning stage, so I'm using the character actor. words, but when we actually go into the level 2 workshop, there is no such thing. We'll never talk about actor character. We'll only talk about actor, actor, actor. Actor will become the character, character will become the actor. So you should think, spend some time every day, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. What is my capability? What is my limitation? Will I be able to pull the big characters in the films, the main characters in the films? Whether it could be villain, whether it could be comedian, whether it could be a hero, or I just want to settle for the normal characters, low characters. Maybe I'll just stay there 10 minutes in a movie. There are actors like that. They consciously choose to do only small characters. See, actors are so desperate to get one chance. One chance. सर कोई पैसा नहीं चाहिए बस रोल दे दो एक चांस दे दो ఒక్క రోల్ ఇవ్వండి సార్ ప్లీజ్ సార్ ప్లీజ్ see to just when you really want to know whether I became an actor or not, there is a simple test. If someone comes and offers you a role, సార్ మా మూవీలో ఒక రోల్ ఉంది మీరు చేస్తారా అని అడిగినప్పుడు, if you can reject that offer very confidently because you don't want to do that small role, because you don't like the story or you didn't like the director, if you can reject that offer, then you are a real actor. Only if you can reject, you can confidently say that I am an actor right now. If you are so desperate, sir, ఒక్క ఛాన్స్ సార్, ఒక్క రోల్ సార్, ఒక్క రోల్, then understand that you are not at an actor. You will be maybe after 3 months or 6 months or maybe 1 year. This is a journey. Till you die, you will get the characters. Till you die, చనిపోయేంత వరకు, మీరు రిటైర్ అయిపోయేంత వరకు, you are just doing acting, 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 acting. Every month you will get a new script, you read those lines, you understand the character, you will do it. Then you will get another script, then you do it, you will get another script. If you are acting in 10 movies, you are going to get 10 scripts, 10 different styles of characters, or maybe the same characters. Again, I'm using the word character consciously. So, right now, to the next 30 years, if you are playing a character every month, so 30 into 12, for 30 years, 30 into 12. So you are approximately acting in 300 movies if you are doing a character artist. If you are doing main characters, only God knows how much hard work and dedication that you need to put. So there are going to be 300 scripts in your future. When you say that I want to become an actor, you are saying I'm going to remember 300 scripts. In each script, there could be 50 pages, 10 pages, 100 pages. So you are going to learn the lines of approximately 1000 pages. That is your future. If you're doing small roles, maybe 100 scripts. But you need to think and understand, where do I want to go? Do I want to do the real characters, main characters, or do I want to just settle for the normal characters? So let's understand what are the skills of acting. Okay, actors ఉండాల్సిన skills ఏంటి? So there are two types of skills an actor needs. One skill, obviously the acting craft skill. When we say craft, what we are exactly talking? Let's try to understand from the backside what happens from the end to the beginning. Instead of going from the beginning to the end of a shoot in a film, let's go from the back so that you will be able to understand easily. So, what is the actor's job? First, a director will call you, or a casting director will call you, or an assistant director will call you. So then you will get a script. Let's say the process, the demo is not there. Generally, there will be a demo. We'll understand all those things in level 2 workshop. But let's say you got selected for that role, then you got a script. So the first skill that actors needs to have is that you need to understand the script. When I say understanding the script, you need to understand the character so deeply in three levels. One is on the body level. When I say body, what is the nature of his body language? He too expressive? His movements are so subtle, or his movements are so expressive? This is the basic thing. There are so many details that we can go into. How he sits, how he stands, everything. But most of the cases, we can use our own body language for every character. And when it comes to the psychological element of the character, so you need to understand, when you are studying the psychology of the character, you are not seeing it as a third person. Okay, I am understanding the psychology of that character. You are trying to get that psychology in your mind. You are trying to include the psychology of that character in you. What do I mean? Let's say a character. So when you get a character in a film, the audience are only seeing some part of your life. In the sense, let's say your film started when you were at 25 and ended at 35. But you have a life. When you were born, you went to school. Even for the character went to school, or character did something when he was a child. But the audience is seeing at 25. But as an actor, you should know the character's psychological elements. There are so many deep layers in psychological elements. What is his relationship with his mom? Does he has a girlfriend? If he have a girlfriend, what kind? How he feels? Who is the most important person in his life? And this works according to the script. Only if script demands, you will do it. If the script says you are just going to a restaurant and drinking a tea, you don't need to do all these things. because your audience only seeing you as drinking a tea. You just need to drink a tea. You don't need to get into the psychological elements. So, at what level you need to go, at what deep you need to go, this will be decided by the script. For example, let's say you're playing a big character in a film, and let's say character needs love from his father. He's so desperate because his father doesn't have a time for that character. He's rich and he's playing, he never shows love. So you need to understand the desperation, the need of love for that character in that film. You need to create the desperation in you from your own life, from your own experiences. You should genuinely start feeling desperation and love. You should start from there. Then there comes to the friends, how many friends he have, what kind of relationships he has with friends. If at the end of the film is ended for the audience, but for that character, it is not the end of the film. It is just a milestone in his life. Let's say you want a job right now. You don't have the money, you don't have everything. So the film starts when you are searching for a job, and film ends when you found a job. And the journey shows so many things: how you are finding a job, what is your intensity, what are the problems that you faced. If you found the job at the end of the film, the character will feel happy. If the character did not found the job, you are sad. But the life did not end there for that character. Only the audience, for audience, the film ended. So an actor's skill is mainly about understanding the psychological elements of a character. When I say character, his emotions, his beliefs, his prejudices, his relationships, his actions. We are done with body, psychological, and there is another layer which is emotional. Obviously, we are using emotions from our own experiences because we can never become another character. We are only using the emotions from our own life. So, when I say emotional, what is the character emotional state in his life? Is he a cool person, or he often gets angry, or he often gets irritated, or is loving? If he is a irritating person, or he often gets irritation, for every 2 seconds he will get irritated on someone, you need to find what is that irritating him so much, and you need to find something in your own life, and you need to adopt that emotional state for that character, where you often can get irritation, often can get angry. If the character is insecure, you should feel insecure. Doesn't matter about what, for what he's feeling insecure, doesn't matter. The feeling is important. About what, the story will say, the screenplay will say, the audience will decide, the lines will say, but the feeling is so important. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter for what you're feeling. Maybe the character is angry about his mom in the film. In your real life, you are angry about your father. You should feeling the anger. That is what it important. You should just say the lines with that anger, visualizing that you are talking to your father. The audience will think you are angry about your mom. So these are the main skills that actors needs to have: understanding the script, the language, body language of a character, psychological state of a character, emotional state of a character, and what else an actor's skills. Um, you should have a complete grip on human needs. See, when we say needs, we're talking about the physical needs. You should be able to feel hunger when the character is feel hungry. That is a physical feeling. There is a pleasure, it's a physical feeling. There are moods, there are emotions. So the question is, will you able to do it if you understand the character? No. Will you able to do it if you understand the script? No. So to become a complete full-fledged actor, you need to be a completely full-fledged human being in real life. Only if in real life you experience love, you experience hatred, if you experience anger, if you experience hunger, if you experience irritation, then you can do that in films. So the actor's main job in level 1 workshop, we have this exercise where you need to go out and create the relationships, all kinds of relationships, doesn't matter with whom. Because the actor's skill, when we say actor's skill, we are talking about the emotions. Only if you experience the emotions in your real life, you can experience that for a camera. If you don't have the breakup in your real life, if you don't understand the pain of a breakup, if you don't understand the pain of a dead person who is very close to you, if you don't understand the relationship to a best friend, you cannot do that in films. You don't necessarily have a breakup in your life, but you should feel the same intensity of pain, at least in some way. So that is why we say an actor is human being, full-fledged human being. If you want to be a full-fledged actor, you should be a full-fledged human being. So if your goal is to become an actor, go out, create relationships. When I say relationships, I'm not talking about the boyfriend or the girlfriend relationships. I'm talking about you have a relationship with your mom, you have a relationship with your father, with your brother, sister, friends, neighbors. Go experience all the emotions, all the feelings. There is an actor who got a role who learned from me in the last workshop, and he's doing a short film, and his character is he did not eat anything for 4 days, and he comes and asks me like, "Sir, how do I do this? I never experienced the hunger in my life. If I experienced, maybe I experienced it for 1 hour." So then what you will do? The only option is there. for you is to experience it. Yes, you have to stop eating for 4 days. So there is a film in Bollywood, Rajkumar, I forgot the name. So the story is he gets stuck in a home and he won't be able to get
It's a
out.
trapped movie.
Trapped,
Sorry to
yes.
interrupt you.
Yeah,
Trapped.
thank you so much. Trapped. There is a movie, Trapped. So the movie starts, he gets stuck in a home, and at the end of the movie comes out. And that actor, Raj Kumar, he didn't eat anything throughout that shoot. He only ate vegetables, fruits. That's it, to just sustain this body. He didn't eat anything. That is the level of commitment an actor needs. If the character says that you are not eaten anything for 4 days, 5 days, we should experience that hunger. You should stop eating for 4 days. If you can create that pain without eating for 4 days, that's wonderful. But if you don't know that pain in your real life, then you have to do that. There is no other way. And there is one more movie. I forgot the actor also. Um, in that scene, the character is facing some real pain. So, to make it more natural and truthful, the actor actually thinking that his actually mom died and he's going to see his mom's dead body. Before that night, he started thinking, okay, she died, now I'm traveling. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to see her. And when the shot happens, when the camera ons, he just like. So you are, in a way, you are in that zone of pain throughout the night. Only then you'll be able to do it. So the another acting skill that an actor needs is that you should go out, experience all kinds of feelings, all kinds of emotions, all kinds of moods, all kinds of people. You never know what experience that you required in a character. Now this is the acting skills. This is in general, but in 3 levels of acting workshops we discuss all of them in detail. Now, okay, let's get into what is the other skill that an actor requires. So an actor needs to, so when I learned acting, so my theater practitioner used to say, I learned acting in different places from theater practitioners, film actors. So they used to say an actor should be an entrepreneur. You need not to be, but what they're trying to say is when you are going out and when you are doing a character, you are not just acting for the film. You are talking to a real director. So you are having a relationship to a director. You are negotiating the money that you need to get paid for a character. So you're talking to a producer, you're creating a relationship with a producer so that he can give you any further roles in the next films. You are creating relationships with assistant directors. You are creating relationships with real heroines, other characters in the films. So the communication skill is really an important factor for the actor. You should know how to communicate. Think about your favorite actor and see how good his communication is. You watch him in interviews, you watch him pre release events because his communication is good. So apart from the acting skills, you should have a communication skills. How to approach to a person, how to ask him for a character, how to ask him for an opportunity, how to show your value to the director that I am a good actor for your film. You should start creating a team. When I say team, most actors think that I should go out and build a team of actors who is learning acting with me. No, you should create a team of directors, cinematographers, actors. You never know. Maybe when they are making a movie, they will call you. You should start joining and making teams, making relationships with the all types of people who belong to the industry. You learned acting, you can do acting very well, but if you just sit at home and thinking that someone will call me and they will only offer me an opportunity in a film, it's not going to happen. You have to go out and show that I am the best person for this character. You are not asking for opportunity, you are not being desperate, you are showing the performance. See, this is what I can do. If you can offer me a character, I'll do it. So the communication, creating that relationship, being open, being friendly, that skill is an important for an actor. I know many actors and I heard many stories too. Because they are not disciplined, they are very good actors, but they are not disciplined because they don't know how to communicate. They are very irritating at the sets. The director won't call them for another movie. They think like it is better to go with someone else. This person is so irritating. So these are the two skills that my actor requires: breaking down a script and how to communicate. So the next thing is about understanding about the auditions. We'll come into the audition section. So why we are giving the auditions? First, let's understand that. Then we'll be able to easily understand how to give the auditions. In Telugu film industry, జనరల్గా ఆడిషన్స్ తీసుకునేది casting directors. Most of the times, very rarely the director will stay casting directorతో, but 99% casting directorతో వాళ్ళే ఆడిషన్స్ తీసుకుంటారు. So in that 1 minute, whether you're doing a monologue or whether you're doing a simple character, the casting director is looking for an actor who can suit for his character in his movie. Okay, let's start this way. So, what are auditions? The auditions are happening for a film, and film is happening because of a director. Director and writers wrote a story. They spoke with a producer. Now they want actors for his film. So the main motivation, the motive, the purpose, the intention of director is to make a good film for the audience, to make a best film. He want to prove himself. The director wants to prove himself that I made the best film. I made a good film for the audience. He wants his film to be successful. So he want to hire a good people. When I say good people, I'm not talking about good human beings. He wants to hire a person who has the skill. He wants to hire a good cinematographer, good lighting person, good assistant director who has that skill. He wants to hire the actor who can suit for his character. See, when we say film characters, the director is not just writing the character. He is putting his emotions, his life experiences into the film. In a way, he is connected to that character. We are only doing one character. The director is doing all the characters in his mind. Maybe he's not a good actor. All the directors are bad actors actually. But they are the one who judges your acting. If they don't know acting, how they are actually judging the acting? Only if they say shot okay, until then the takes goes multiple takes, 50 takes, 20 takes, 10 takes. It doesn't mean the director knows acting, but he knows that character, what he wants. The director wants a person who is fit for his character. His imagination should come out by his actor. He's hiring an actor because of that. So you are not giving audition because I want to prove my talent, I have the acting skill. No, you are proving to the director that I can do this character. I am the best. I can bring out your imagination. I can make your character come into life. If you can go to audition with this mindset, there is a good chance that you will get selected. But this is the first step. Then what is the second step? Then, because the director is not there, the casting director is there. You need to understand that casting director doesn't know acting. He doesn't know the ABCD of acting. He doesn't know how actors act. He is only judging you by what you are showing for that 1 minute. Can we actually judge an actor's skill in just 1 minute? Of course, we can do. That is the skill of a casting director. So you have that 1 minute to prove yourself that I'm a good actor. We have only 1 minute actually. Rest is all blah 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 blah. You talk to a casting director, నాకు మంచి friend, మంచి audition, మంచి film. These all our personal things. But to get an opportunity in a film, మీకున్నది ఒకే ఒక ఛాన్స్, మీకున్నది ఒకే ఒక మినిట్, 1 minute. In that 1 minute, you should prove yourself. And for that 1 minute, you are practicing acting for hours and hours and hours and hours and every day. When you keep practicing the craft every day, every day, every day, every day, there will be a day that you will be very good at the craft. You are hoping that someone will see your talent and skill in that 1 minute. So now there are two types of auditions. One is an open audition. Open audition means they don't give you a script, they will just ask you do something on your own. So when they ask you do something on your own for 1 minute, you have the opportunity to actually to perform whatever you want. You can choose whatever you can perform. So now you need to decide which one to perform. So on what basis you actually perform? Mostly when people ask you to perform the open auditions, choose something fun. Don't go into the emotion of crying, anger. Choose something very fun. Don't need to be like echo navvadam. Doesn't require. Just little bit fun. Why? Because we have only 1 minute, and most of the times when we say open auditions, it is very difficult to get into that zone of anger because we have very limited time. We are in the nervous state. We are talking. The casting director calls and say like, do it fast. చేసి త్వరగా అయిపోవాలి. So fun is the easiest thing that anyone can do. When I say fun, you can talk to your friend, or you can just laugh at yourself. Anything related to fun. Fun is the best thing to do in open auditions. And I'll tell you a secret. How actually industry works. So it is very important to understand the industry also, because the Bollywood works differently, Telugu industry works differently, Tamil industry works differently, Malayalam industry works differently. Our own industry, Telugu film industry, works in this way. There is a budget for a movie because the director is so afraid to ఆడిషన్స్ పెట్టి కొత్త యాక్టర్స్ తీసుకుని వాళ్ళు కాస్టింగ్ కాల్స్ చేసి ఇప్పుడు ఇంత మనీ స్పెండ్ చేయడం అవసరమా అని చెప్పి విల్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది డైరెక్టర్స్ 90% ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ దే విల్ ఓన్లీ చూస్ already established actors. That is why we have so many less auditions. For if we have only for the small characters. For main characters in the films, director always choose the established actors so that he could save some money. The director's motive is only to save the budget for the film. The director's job is so difficult. He has to manage all the actors, crew, casting, budget, set location. The directors does not look how you are actually seeing in the interviews. There will be so much of tension in the director. He will be irritated easily because he's managing so many things. And same goes to casting directors also. We say that casting directors are not so nice, they're irritated. Maybe there are some people who are nice. But you see, if you actually imagine, the casting director's job is to actually uh, capture. Let's say there is an audition and few 500 people are coming for audition. He has to be there in the office. He has to communicate to 500 people. He has to capture the 500 people. He has to see the videos who is doing the best, and he has to take that videos to director. Imagine if you are in that place, how you will feel. Obviously, we also get irritated. So there is another kind of audition which is low budget films. Most of the castings will come for the low budget films. Very rarely for big films we'll get the casting call if we have a small characters or something. But very rare. It's very rare. But most of the time, 90% of the time, low budget films will do the audition. So because if we are actually doing auditions for the low budget film, and people are like 500 people are giving audition for a single character, it is so difficult for the casting director to actually choose one person in that 500 people, in that 200 people. So, the job of an actor when you are giving auditions, especially the open auditions, is to give them again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Just thinking ki, yes, Amit.
Yeah, hi sir. I have a small doubt.
Yes.
So while we are going for the auditions,
Hmm.
like you said, like as an open audition,
Okay.
they simply say that you have to give a audition which is not a film dialogue or the scene is not been in any film. It should be your own dialogue. So how should an actor prepare for his own dialogue? So how should he prepare his own role and how should he give a that is a task because without knowing a proper scene, proper dialogues, we cannot deliver the audition. So that is a difficult part. They say that you should not imitate, you should not copy a dialogue from a movie. So that's my question.
Hmm. I'll come to that in some time. We'll discuss those details also. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sure.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So in open auditions, I'm saying you should give something fun, but don't expect that you will get selected for that character. Your job is to just show your skill to the casting director because there is a big competition and most people are not good actors. If you can actually show your skill, most people think they are actors, but they are not. They are mimicry artists, they are imitators, they're just dubbing artists. Just say the dialogue and go. If you can prove to him that I can pull out this character, 99% chances are there that they will hire you. So there is another type of audition, which is the casting directors will give you the script. Now you need to understand when they actually give you the script. First, you need to know the script. The director wrote character, let's say 10 scenes. Let's say there is 10 pages of a script for a character, but they will only give you one paper, one page, one scene. They will just ask you to perform one scene. You don't know what director wrote before. You don't know what is the feature of that character in the movie. You only know what is there in that paper, in that page. So will you be able to understand the past based on this one paper? No. So there is a skill that you need to adopt when they actually give you the script. We should at least able to assume what is the past of that character based on what is written in the paper, the page that is handed over to you. You should ask some time casting డైరెక్టర్ నాకు కొంచెం టైం కావాలి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వడానికి లైన్స్ నేర్చుకోవడానికి సో పక్కకు వచ్చి యూ టేక్ యువర్ టైం 10 minutes 20 minutes you understand the lines you understand the character you understand the situation you understand the emotion then with the tools that we actually learn in the level 1 level 2 workshop and level 3 workshop we will implement them in the audition to that script. So but you need to understand when they actually give you the script 99% of the cases the casting directors guided by the real director. Only the director knows the real character. What is that character actually? The casting director knows 50% or let's say 60% because he also didn't know the entire script. So when they understand that 50% or 60%, they can only you will only understand 30% or 40%. So you're not doing the actual character of that script. You're only assuming. So it doesn't. So the main suggestion is take inputs from the casting director, whatever the inputs that they are giving, but don't blindly follow what they are saying. You should depend on your real skill, because casting directors doesn't know the entire character, and they are not the one who actually decides the character. I mean, they are not the one decides who should I hire, this person or this person. If the Amit and Satya or Krishna gave the audition, whom should I hire? Three are good. Director is the person who decides at the end. So you should give the audition for the director. You should consider the inputs from the casting director, but you should perform for the director, not for the casting director. If you want more questions, more details, if you have any questions, go, you need to ask. You need to ask the casting director, this is what I want, I need to know. If he knows, he will guide you. If he doesn't know, you need to assume. If the director is there, that is a big thing. So coming to your question, Amit, in open auditions, what script do we need to perform?
Yes.
So to answer that, in more detail, see, you need to understand that audition is the last step and first step for a film. Last step for an actor to get into the films, and first step to begin his acting career, or to begin um, a shoot for a new film. Actually, if you actually see the audition, you are giving audition because you know acting, right? Because you know the craft, because you know how to do acting, because you know how you have the acting skill. So it's like, because we have, I think someone is doing software, I think Krishna, or if Satya is working in coal manager. Yeah. So audition is like giving interview. If you actually prepared for that job, spending 4 years of your time in a college studying engineering, then you actually go and give an interview for 15 minutes. Because you spend these 4 years in a college, you'll be able to perform well in the interview. So the interview is the last step to become an engineer, and first step to be an engineer, to actually get into that job. So when you are say that I'm an actor, having that skill is the real thing for the audition. So now how do we do this? So that is why there are workshops. In my workshop, generally, it will be a 3 months workshop. People come to me and say that, sir, can I? Is there any workshop for 1 month, or is there any workshop for like 2 months? I would say no. I won't do that, because when you are a beginner actor, it takes at least 3 months to work on the craft, to understand. People want the results. People want to achieve that goal so immediately that they actually forgot to do the process. The process will take you to the goal. The goal will not take you to the goal. It is impossible to to become an actor in 1 month. You need at least 3 to 6 months. Now, every actor's goal is to become an actor in the audience, in the public. They want to recognize that their talent. They want the audience to say that my acting is good. But you need to see the reality. The reality is, let's say you spent your time on practicing acting every day for 3 months or till 6 months. Then you get an opportunity in a film. Let's say you did a small character or a big character, and the shoot actually went for 3 to 6 months. Then there is a post production, there is a video editing, there is a pre release events, there is so many things. So it will take at least 1 year to release that film. So to for the audience to see that you are an actor, it at least takes 1.5 year. If you start now, if you start acting, if you start practicing the acting from tomorrow, down the 3 6 months, you will get selected for a movie. Then there is a shoot for the 3 months. Then there is a release for another 6 months. So it will take approximately 1.5 year. If you do the big character, if you do only a small character and you are waiting for that big character opportunity, maybe it will take 3 to 4 years for the audience to know that okay, we never know that Vijay is there in the Life is Beautiful. He is a good actor in Life is Beautiful, but nobody knows. Yes, yes, but we never know that he is there in that film. We didn't notice. Sri Vishnu is there in that film.
Navin Polishetty also.
Navin Polishetty. So it will take time. We never, even if you do small characters, you think that okay, now I got the opportunity, I got selected for an audition. You will still be disappointed at some level because the audience doesn't recognize you yet. And to get that recognition, it will take at least 2 years to 5 years. So patience, skill. So if you don't enjoy the acting process, you will feel that you are doing so many things. Only if you can enjoy the acting process. It doesn't matter what the audience are thinking, it doesn't matter the recognition, it doesn't matter the auditions are happening or not. You will be at your home practicing, 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 practicing. Only if you actually know the actual process of acting, you'll be able to perform well in the audition. It's like only if you study well in the 4 years for engineering college, you'll be able to get a job in the interview. Both are same. So that is so to give good auditions, it is very important to have acting skill, and that is why people join the acting workshops so that they actually have a live experience of an actor, professional actor. But many people have this misconception that if I do theater, I'll become a film actor. Like I said, the mediums of theater, the mediums of films are completely different. If you do a theater workshop, you will never become a film actor. You will do good in theater. You will get applause. I am also a theater actor. So doing theater will not help you for the film actors. Actually, if you actually do the theater, you need to spend extra amount of time to unlearn what you actually learned in theater, and you need to start again because you thought theater and film is different same. Now you need to first forget what you were doing in theater, what you did in the theater. You need to come back, unlearn, then you need to start again. Because when you did theater, the muscle memory is so strong for that actor that no matter how much he tries, that he only gets the theater acting. He tries to get into the films, but he's getting the theater acting. Only very few people are capable to actually suddenly cut down that level of acting. So in my workshop, in the 3 months, we perform 100 scenes, 100 short scenes. Why 100 short scenes? When you're actually doing a film, you're not acting throughout like a theater. Every shot will be maximum 3 minutes. It will not be more than 3 minutes. Every shot is less than 3 minutes. Then there will be a cut. Then again, the angle change, a scene change, a retake. So only if you can perform different scenes, 100 scenes. When people are saying that I did 100 auditions, they're actually practicing acting. They're giving an audition, their acting is getting practiced. By giving auditions, the 100 auditions, 1000 auditions, they're getting to know their skill is getting improved. And there is another misconception, especially in South India. Bollywood now it's better because they are learning from the international authors and everything. See, like I said, the acting for the eyes when we are actually doing in the theater, and when we are actually seeing the film on the screen, both are completely different. So when you are joining an institute, most of the institutes, especially in South India, Chennai, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, or even in Kerala also it's there, but most of the institutes are like this, that they don't teach you the camera acting. They teach you the acting, but they teach you the theater acting, and it doesn't work for the films. It's good that if you are interested in theater, you should do the theater. You are practicing offline, the acting coach or the director is watching you through eyes and he's saying you are doing well. If the acting coach, whoever is teaching in the institutes, if they are judging your acting based on what they are seeing through their eyes, they have completely misunderstanding about the films and the theater. Because if you actually notice that the person's behavior in the real life on the screen, they both are completely different, they look different. So if you're actually practicing without the camera, there is 99% of the chance is there that you still need to improve. If you want to judge your character, if you want to judge your acting, place your phone through the back camera, not from the front camera, and do something. It doesn't matter what you're saying. Maybe try to cry naturally. See if you're able to cry. Say a few lines, then watch that performance, how it is looking. Many institutes in Hyderabad, they actually judges the acting performance by seeing through their eyes. Because of that, even in every institute, if you see that there are 50 people, every batch, there are 20 people, 15 people, 10 people are learning acting. But most of the people are coming out as immature actors because they are not practicing for the camera. They're practicing acting, but they're doing the theater acting, theater workshop. They say that we are doing the film acting workshop, film acting. So if you want to become an actor, practicing in front of the camera is very important. Place your camera, record every day. Do a scene, see it. In my workshop, we review the performances, which is actually recorded by the phone. So when you are giving the audition, before you actually give the audition, it is very important first you actually perform in your home, how you are actually looking, how is our actually performance coming. If you see that okay, I'm doing good, then you go to the audition, then you give the audition. So this is about how to give auditions, the history of the auditions. So any questions so far in the auditions? Yes, Satya. Your video off. Your Amit and Satya, your videos are off. Yeah.
ఆడిషన్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళు 1 minute లో చెప్పమంటున్నారు.
Yes.
1 minute లో చెప్తున్నప్పుడు అంటే ఇంటే ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఎమోషన్ తీసుకున్నాను. 1 minute లో అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఎమోషన్ రాదు. ఫస్ట్ స్టార్టింగ్ కొద్దిగా మనం తీసుకున్న కాన్సెప్ట్ నుంచి లాస్ట్ లో ఎమోషన్ వచ్చింది అనుకో 1 minute నేను క్యాస్టింగ్ ఆడిషన్కి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు 1 minute దాటిపోయింది, అంటే 2 minutes దాటిపోయింది, అంటే 1.5 minute దాటిపోయింది. లాస్ట్ లో వచ్చే ఎమోషన్ నేను క్యారీ చేసి ఫస్ట్ నుంచి ఎమోషన్ అంటే డైరెక్ట్ ఎమోషన్ చేయలేదు కదా, ఎట్లా అది?
So this is another good question. But again, this is an acting skill, how to actually get the emotion instantly. So and you need to understand your acting will not start when director says like action or casting director says action. Your acting starts before the action itself. You need to start preparing for that scene 15 minutes before, 20 minutes before, 30 minutes before. That is what I mean to say, when you are actually taking a 3 months acting workshop or any workshop, you are actually preparing yourself to polish your craft day by day, day by day, day by day, so that things happen in that moment. Maybe today, for you to cry, it takes 1 day of practice. Tomorrow, it will take 16 hours of practice. Day after tomorrow, it will come to the 8 hours. Day after tomorrow, it will come to the 4 hours. Then there will be a moment, if you just close your eyes and see that, visualize, tears will come or anger will come. But your acting should start before the 15 minutes. In this case, if they are saying that we need more emotion, then take a break, then say that I'll come after 15 minutes, then prepare for your emotion. When you're ready, say that okay, now I'm ready. So any more questions about the auditions? Yes, Sri Krishna, I'll come to you, Satya.
Not in the auditions.
Mhm.
When we come to that means acting, practicing or sensing acting,
So every actor regarding that means upcoming heroes or they do not feel that pain, right? అంటే వాళ్ళ పెయిన్ ఫీల్ అవ్వరు కదా రియల్ లైఫ్ లో.
రియల్
అదే
లైఫ్లో పెయిన్ ఫీల్ అవ్వరంటే
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ చేయరు కదా మాక్సిమం. అంటే మిడిల్ అంటే మేము ఇప్పుడు ఇలా వస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి ఫైనాన్షియల్ కావచ్చు లేదా ఫ్యామిలీ ఇష్యూస్ కావచ్చు, సమ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంటుంది. కమింగ్ టు స్టార్, ఐ మీన్ స్టార్ కిడ్స్ వస్తున్నారు కదా, వాళ్ళకి వేరే టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అనేది తక్కువ కదా.
సి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ తక్కువ ఎక్కువ అనేది ఎప్పుడు
ఐ
ఉండదు.
మీన్
యా ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్, బట్ స్టార్ అయినంత మాత్రాన వాళ్ళకి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉండవు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వీఆర్ థింకింగ్. ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చూసింది, ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో చూసిందే మన యాక్టర్స్ లైఫ్ అనుకుంటాం. కానీ వాళ్ళు బ్యాక్లో ఎన్ని ఎన్ని ఎమోషన్స్ వాళ్ళు ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు, ఎలా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు, ఏమేమి ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు, నో వన్ నోస్. మనీ మనీ ఇప్పుడు మనకి మనీ లేవని మనం అనుకుంటున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు లెట్స్ ఐఎమ్ ఎర్నింగ్ 5 lakhs per a month. So for a person who is earning 1 lakh per a month, I am a big person. ఓకే వా వీడు 5 lakhs ఎర్న్ చేస్తున్నాడు మనకి, నాకు 1 lakh ఉంది. సో 10,000 ఎర్న్ చేసేవాళ్ళు 1 lakh వాళ్ళు దే థింక్ దట్ 1 lakh ఈజ్ అ బిగ్ థింగ్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఎర్నింగ్ 1 crore per a month, they see at Ambani and be like, okay, I want to be an Ambani, but I don't have the money like Ambani. Or they see it like Amitabh Bachchan, I want to become an Amitabh Bachchan, I want to have so much star. They have experience, they have emotions. If they don't have the emotions and experience, they won't be able to do it. You have to experience them. If you don't have, you have to create them through your imagination, through your past experiences. Yeah.
యా, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Satya, you are on mute. You are on mute. You are still on mute.
మ్యూట్ లోనే ఉన్నారు.
Satya, yeah.
ఆడిషన్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే ఎమోషన్ చేయండి అంటున్నారు.
Hmm.
ఎమోషన్ చేయటం ఓకే అయిపోయింది. దెన్ దెన్ ఫన్ అన్నారు. ఫన్ మీ ఎమోషన్ కి తగ్గట్టుగా అంటే మీరు ఎమోషన్ చేసింది బాగానే ఉంది, మరి ఫన్ అందులో రాలేదు అంటే వాళ్ళ మన ఓన్ డైలాగే సడన్లీ ఫన్ రావాలి ఎట్లా అనేది అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
So, this is again the psychology of the character. There are two types of comedy. We will discuss these details in level 2 actually, but to give you simply, there are two types of fun. One is like you know that you are creating fun by cracking a joke. In another situation, the audience are having fun, but you are not having fun. Maybe you're crying, you're feeling angry, you're frustrated, you're irritated. So when it comes to the second situation, you need to little bit exaggerate things. Here the imitation and mimicry comes to the play. In fun, in comedy characters, you need to be a little, you can take that lenience to play, to be a mimicry artist, to be a imitator. You can exaggerate things. Maybe in real life you experience only this much percent of anger. If you experience this much of anger, audience may laugh. This is again the practice thing. You need to practice again and again and see that what creates the comedy in you. If you actually see that comedy happens in two levels. One is like on the level of body or on the level of voice. Some people good at doing comedy on the physical level, that with their physical movements you will laugh. But some people with their voice modulation, with their dialogue delivery, they will create the comedy. So you need to see what you are good at, you need to practice, then you need to see what creates the comedy. Don't judge by yourself, practice, record and show to the people that if they are laughing, That's it. So, any other questions about the auditions? Okay, then we can move to the next little bit thing. So, I just want to give you one uh, little tips about the Telugu film industry, where they come from, what they are. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Satya.
ఇప్పుడు మనం ఆడిషన్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు డైలాగ్ మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయాలా, ఎమోషన్ మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయాలి?
If you are concentrating on the dialogue, then consider that you are a very bad actor. If you are concentrating on the emotion, consider that you are very very bad actor.
అంటే
So then on what you need to concentrate, that is the skill of an actor, where you need to, it depends upon the script. So when you actually do the acting workshop, you will understand key where you need to focus, what is your level of focus and everything. So you should not focus on dialogue or emotion.
సార్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్.
If you're focusing on the expression, then you are very 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 bad actor. So I'll give you a little idea about Telugu film industry. So we already discussed few things in the film industry, like how it works. But when it comes to the casting call, so which is like so to give the auditions, first you need to find out where the audition is happening. So in Hyderabad, if you are staying in Hyderabad, so how many of you are from Hyderabad? Harish. Satya is from Vizag.
రామగుండం, వర్కింగ్ ఇన్ రామగుండం.
In Hyderabad, Ramagundam is close to Hyderabad.
4 hours.
Okay, done, done. See, most of the times when I notice that auditions, especially in Telugu film industry, the casting directors want the actors to be available immediately. Rep shoot unte ee roju night. So recently I acted in a film. There is a film releasing in Sudhir's film, Ma Nanna Hero. So how I got selected in that film is, someone told me today afternoon that please send your photo to this casting director. I was like, చూద్దాంలే, because I don't do easily characters, because I want to do only good characters. సో నైట్ నాకు, బట్ తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు నాకు చెప్పారు కొంచెం ఇవ్వరా అని చెప్తే, సరే తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు కదా అని చెప్పి నైట్ నేను 9:30కి ఐ సెండ్ ద ఫోటో. సో దిస్ casting director saw the photo and he said, send me one audition reel. So I sent the audition reel. At 11, he shared me location and told me that by 7:30 you reach to this location. I asked for, is there any audition going on, live audition? No, no, there is a shoot tomorrow. This is the film of Sudhir. So you play this character. So most of the casting directors, how it happens is, because the casting directors know you, if they have your contact, if they want some character immediately, and if they see that you are available immediately, there are a lot. And if you are like good actor, 99% chances are there that they will say that come for the shoot tomorrow itself. So it happens because of the budget issues, because of the timing issues. They don't have the time for do the casting things. They just want someone to play a small character, or వాళ్ళకి ఏం చేయాలో తెలీదు. So they know the good character, good actor. So they will just call and ask them. So it is very important sometimes when you are attending the auditions to say that yes, I'm available. Don't be desperate, but create that intention. Key, okay, I'm available on that day. So being available is important, one thing. And yeah, that is what I want to one thing. But let's say we're not staying in Hyderabad. How do I do it? How I actually get into the films? Because most of the castings happen in Vizag. Also, there are some casting going on, but most of the castings will happen in Hyderabad. So, because you don't have a good experience in film industry, I would suggest first you do few short films. Short films are easy to find everywhere. There are few casting directors. I mean, most of the time, because of the budget thing, short film director itself, he will be the casting director. So తనే casting చేస్తారు కాబట్టి you approach. So there is actually in level 2 workshop there is we do this to we do this exercise where people should reach out to the casting directors. So we will teach you few psychological techniques how to create a relationship with the director, casting directors who are available in your లొకేషన్ మీ దగ్గర ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళని ఎలా అప్రోచ్ అవ్వాలి వాళ్ళకి ఏం మెసేజ్ చేయాలి. This is a practice and play. Like we teach few psychological techniques, and so once you, but right now, because you don't know these techniques, you decently go look out for the short films where short films are happening, and then look out for their Instagram profiles, send them a text message, say that I am a good actor. You record your introduction video and you send their introduction video. Short films are easy to get hired. So if they see that you are even doing little bit of good acting, they will hire you. Then you see the comments how you are actually acting, what is your level of acting skill in the comment section once the short film is released. Then once you established your market in the short films, then you can go to the big films when you think that I am ready. Okay, so we are close to 9. So now we will discuss about the portfolio. So how to prepare portfolio for auditions. So ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ పోర్ట్ఫోలియోలో ఏముండాలి? పోర్ట్ఫోలియోలో 3 ఫొటోస్. When you are sending a message to casting director for to apply for an audition, not to ask for the opportunity. When you see an audition call, casting call, so you need to send a message. So how you need to send a message? So 3 photos. Close up shot till head. We will call this close up shot till head. And mid shot till here where you can see your hips. And one full shot. And side profiles, the left side profile and the right side profile, and one introduction video. So introduction video lo em undali? So in introduction video you need to say your name, you need to say your place location where you are staying, you need to say your height, you can say your age and your hobbies. Then if you are a trained actor or normal, I'm just a person, I want to give audition. If you're a trained actor, say where you actually learned the acting, how many months you learned the acting, and then you talk about your hobbies. Make it simple Make it friendly. Introduction video should be friendly. This is actually done in level 1 workshop, how to actually record the introduction video and everything, to make it simple to connect. Introduction video is the connection medium to connect with the casting director. So you need to record a good introduction video. It's very important because that is what అదే డిసైడ్ చేస్తుంది మిమ్మల్ని ఆడిషన్ పిలవాలా లేదా అనేది. Then you can send on your audition performance the link. Then how you will actually send the introduction video? Don't send the video directly to the casting director. Upload it on YouTube or upload it on in the Instagram profile and share that Instagram link to the casting director. See, what you are doing is you are making the job of a casting director so easy that they don't have to wait for that video to get downloaded. They don't want to worry about that their space, then they have to delete because they are getting so many auditions. If you are sending the video directly in their mobile, maybe they are actually seeing it in their mobile and they feel like most of the casting directors will do that. They don't download because they don't have the space in their phone. They don't want to wait because it takes a minute to get downloaded, then you have to watch. So upload all the photos in your create an Instagram profile. This is actually an exercise in level 2. What photos you need to upload in the Instagram profile, how to create an Instagram profile, and how to record the introduction video, which audition performs you should actually upload. So to simply upload it on YouTube or Instagram profile and share that link to the casting director. Be friendly in the introduction video. Be natural. Be a human being. Don't